Give me 1 second, folks. Hello. Dink. Love you. All right. All right. Just had to dink my wife, whatever that means. Yeah, what's up? Hello. I meant like, we're having some beverages, so we're just the dink. You know what I mean? Like, what's good in the hood, everybody? Hope y'all are doing fantastic today. I'm just gonna make a new goal. All right, nice. We're gonna start the goal today. Hopefully it is a good day. Oh, hey. Let's party. What's good? Awesome. You're in here chilling, mad, relaxing, chillaxing. Hope you're doing good today, man. Hope everything is good in the hood. Those aren't headphones. Those are 4 headphones. Yeah, they are, basically. Technically. What's good, y'all? How y'all doing today? Welcome in, Mr. Nick Legit. Awesome. Welcome in. You guys were here earlier, except awesome, you weren't. I expected you to be here, but you weren't. It was a big walk video, and you weren't here for the live premiere. By gosh golly. Oh, tee-hee-hee. Oh, lee. That's what they say. Oh, this is what we do with the haters. All right, give me a second. I'm just posting the link on Discord. Great new video, actually. Hey, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. It was definitely like a more, let's just say, like lower effort video. So it allowed for me to be able to make something a little bit more like in line with where the live streams normally are. And I think that was a good one. Guys, BRB. Oh, no. All right. We'll be here. MA5EK, welcome in. How you doing today, partner? Hope you're chilling, chillaxing, mad, relaxing, chillaxing. As always. I don't really know what we're doing today. I'm gonna be honest. What should I do today, y'all? What do you guys think? Oh, my mouse is just dying. It looks like something's going on. Hello? Make sure you guys like and subscribe and always give live your best shot. Why is that a question? Got the Twitch beat covered. Yo, appreciate that, Wilvin. I honestly don't even think like sorry about that. I don't even know if like Twitch is really even worth it, to be honest. I'm not even like trying to market Twitch, but it's all good in the hood. I don't even think I changed. No, we're just on just chatting. Okay, nice. Ella, I meant exclamation point. Hey, but you put a question mark. So it's like, and always give life your best shot? Is what you meant, you know what I mean? But how you guys doing today? Y'all doing good? Chillaxing, am I relaxing? How was y'all's week? Did y'all have a good week this last week? August 9th through the 14th? I can't even think. I rolled a 2, not a 1. Sheesh! Yo, you're always rolling 2s, 1s, or 100s. I don't know what it is about you. You're just lucky, partner. You're just lucky. I have a random message from a random streamer on Saturday saying, hey, what's up? You stream pretty good. Keep up the great work. Okay, appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's random. I didn't know somebody sent me a random message on Twitch. Okay, sure. Whatever. We'll just take it as we can. The luck support, but I feel better now that I'm home again. Well, you're luckier now. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah, today's Friday. We could play some Gartic Phone if we have some folks who would like to play some Gartic Phone. I haven't been on horizontal like all week. This feels weird. I'm not gonna lie. This feels different. I've been on vertical, and vertical is just like full of a whole bunch of 10-year-olds telling me how fat I am. Or pushing their political or national viewpoints on me. That seems to be very common. By gosh golly, I don't know why. All right, what are we doing today? I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm not gonna lie. I made that video. I made all the shorts. I'm happy. It's at 60 views right now. Let's go. Huzzah. I also have all the short form content funneling to the long form. So if people like the short form content, there's a chance that they might like the long form. It might not work out, but I've never really tried that. So it's a good little experiment by Gosh Golly. We're also working on trying to get a new editor for the channel as well. So should be a good time and a fun time, I'll tell you what. Da, 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 da. We're also at 1,700 subs. Let's go. W's for the community. You guys are freaking awesome. I was actually considering getting a new game today on Steam. What do we think? Should we do that? It's called the something. It's called something. But yeah, 1,700. Let's go. I don't know if it's still at 1,700 because people like to unsub whenever I mention it. But yeah, W the supports. W for the shawportverse. You know, we're cooking. Wait, I didn't even know I had a gift sub here. Oh, expired 5 days ago. Sheesh. Oh yeah, well we had, like, you know what's crazy? Let me look at this. On Twitch we had 43 subs last month. Now we're at 12. So we've lost all of them. But all of them came from the finals. You know what I mean? So like, that makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense, you know? That's the reason why I was doing it. You guys know. All right, so the game that I was looking at getting is called, let me look at it real quick. Yo, any of y'all ever have, I don't want to say what it is, but it's pickle beer, basically. It's like sour pickle beer. It's quite scrumdiddlyumptious. It's delectable. I'm not gonna lie. The game that I was gonna get, the Beginner's Guide. Have y'all ever heard of that? Yeah, pickle beer. I'm not gonna show you the brand because I don't want to get advertisement smited. Let's see if I can find a way to show it. Okay, here we go. You ready? It's like basically pickles. Uh-oh. What is that face? Is that like a good face, a bad face? Oh, there's Cora here. Cora's like, I want some. Maybe I'll give her a little bit. All right. For anybody who's new or freshly tuning in or watching the post VOD, there's a new video up on my channel. Make sure to go check that out. Stinky face, LL. Oh, so you don't like pickles? Understandable. Yo, the Goofus Giver. Well, Mr. Shosh, by gosh, golly. I was just talking about you the other day, and not in a bad way, but I was like, holy guacamole. I haven't seen like 3 of my OGs in a minute. 3 of my OG Elden Ring viewers. The Goofiest Goober, Among Doll, and it's Turnip Baby. I haven't seen y'all in a hot minute. Hope you're doing fantastic today, partner. Appreciate you stopping by. Yo, 10 months? Sheesh.
At the Goofiest Goober Y6B became a member. At the Goofiest Goober Y6B celebrates 10 months of membership.
That's a freaking icken rootin' tootin' time. You've been goobered. Absolutely. Yo, appreciate that so much. 10 months of continued support. By gosh golly, I love it. I love it so much. Sheesh. All right. Also, I think I need to buy The Walking Dead Telltale because it's 75% off. I also need to buy The Wolf Among Us because it is also 75% off. I think that would be like a really good time to pick those titles up, by gosh golly. But Goofiest, how you doing today, partner? Appreciate you stopping by. As always, hope you're giving life your best shot. By gosh golly, a new support. Yeah! Telltale Death worth playing. Yeah, I definitely think The Walking Dead and the Wolf Among Us will be good. I want to do one with chat the other day where basically we hit an all-time member goal for the channel where we hit 125 members. Well, obviously it's 142, so shout out to everybody who's become a member. And we were at 125, and I said, all right, whatever chat votes on is what we'll do next. And chat voted to essentially do a Telltale game controlled by chat. So we were going to do one, but then nobody showed up that day, so I just kind of scrapped the idea. So we're going to have to try to figure out a way to do that again. Maybe do The Wolf of Us, or The Wolf Among Us, maybe Dispatch, maybe The Walking Dead, who knows. I've never played any of those games before, so I don't know. I was contemplating picking up a game called The Beginner's Guide. Have y'all ever heard or played that game before? But Goofiest, how you doing today, partner? Wait, let me pause my music real quick. Oh, here's my, look, here's my YouTube, hey, bro. Here's my 3 viewers. All right. Okay, so it's based off the Stanley Parable. Huh. You guys can't see my face. Well, give me a second. Boom, there we go. Sorry, I just want to make sure you guys can see me. I work overnight, so now on a completely different schedule. Hey, it's all good, Goofiest. All good in the hood. I've been streaming for 100 days, almost 100 days in a row. Today is day 80. What's today? Today is day 88. Holy guacamole. So we've been streaming 188 days in a row. And 88 days in a row. Sorry. We're planning on streaming 100 days in a row. And yeah, it's been a ride for sure. But I've been definitely streaming more later in the evenings. So like if you are sleeping during this time, you're probably not able to like tune in during these live streams. But, you know, hopefully in the near future you'll be able to tune in. You know, mad, relax, chillax. Hopefully the new work schedule is going good for you, partner. Hopefully you're vibing with your new overnight shifts. I know overnight shifts can be kind of rough, to be honest. So I only hope the best for you, man. Should I get this? It's 50% off. I've been told to get this. I'm thinking we do it. I think we do it because like I don't really think that we're gonna do like a long stream today. So I think like being able to go and I don't understand what the game is supposed to be. It's supposed to be like, from what I've got from this, is that the Beginner's Guide is a narrative video game from Davey Reedon, the creator of Stanley Parable. It lasts about an hour and a half and has no traditional mechanics, no goals, no objectives. Instead, it tells the story of a person struggling to deal with something they do not understand. Should we just do it? Should we just say YOLO and just like full send it? I think maybe so. Give me a second. Let me buy it. No one else is here, so let's do it. Let's do it. Also, like I said, we upload the new video today by Gosh Golly. Sheesh! Yo, appreciate that, Goofy. With the one gifted member to Tom 1K12 left to go. I'll be there on the 100-day cheerio. Yo, appreciate that so much, Scott. Sheesh! Yo, let's get some W's in here for Goofiest being a mad lad. I'll tell you what. Oh my gosh, with a 2. Sheesh, no looker. Oh my gosh, golly. We're at 143. Let's go. Woo! Let's dance. Wait, let me move my stuff real quick. Give me a second. I don't want to hit all this stuff. Yo, W Goofy. Goofy is an OG viewer from the Elden Ring day, so I appreciate it so very much. You know, Wit, I know that you're a more consistent viewer now, but Goofiest has been here since like a couple months before that. Sheesh. I got a giant Pokeball. Yo, it was good, Razor. Sheesh. Thank you so very much, Goofy. All right. Oh, yo, that would be so sick, Razor. You've been goobered. Sheesh! Yo, Nick remembers Goofy. The goofiest of goobers. Oh, it's okay, Goofy. Don't worry about it, partner. Yo, but you're still members, so you can spam some dance emotes. Yo, would that be kind of sick? Doing like an animated screen? That'd be so sick. You're right. Good thinking, Razor. I need to do that. All right, so we're buying a game. Whoa, let's do it. All right, we're buying a beginner's guide. It's gonna take like 90 minutes, and that'll be today's stream. Okay. Okay. Wait, I bought it. Where is it? There it is. Okay, let me install it real quick. I'm installing it. Sheesh, there we go. We also uploaded a few new emotes just recently from the community where we had some folks basically submit some emojis and we have uploaded them now. So they are now the new emojis on the channel. So Goofiest, welcome back from your long extended vacation. By gosh golly, we're having a rootin' tune time and I hope you can enjoy it with us. Partner. You know, this 100 days has been kind of tough, but hey, you know what things in life are good that aren't tough? You know what I mean? All right, I'm launching a beginner's guide, but let me change the title of the stream too. Where are my managing moderators? I need their help. Oh, I can't see anything. Oh gosh golly. Oh gosh golly. Give me a second. How do you, what? Oh, I put 2 G's, there's 1. Okay, we're just gonna do that. Perfect. I'm just switching up the titles real quick. Been rewatching some of the streams every once in a while, except The Last of Us. Sheesh! Yeah, The Last of Us was good. Hey, don't worry. I get it. A lot of people didn't want to get spoiled, so I totally understand, partner. Wait. Okay, I can't spell today. I'm not gonna lie. New videos live, a beginner's guide, blind playthrough. Okay, nice, perfect. Cause he did 2 back-to-back. I'll do that if you go too fast. Yeah, I feel that. Like, if you're not a big fan of getting spoiled for certain games, I get it. Like, you know, you're humans. You guys have to take care of yourselves. You have to manage and make sure that you're all good in the hood. You know what I mean? Don't worry about me. Oh, tee-hee-hee. I'll get through life one game at a time. You know, we'll figure out if, you know, GTA 5 is next, Dispatch is next. Today, it seems like it's going to be a beginner's guide. Give me a second. Let me see if I could switch this over. We also did Big Walk, and that was pretty fun recently. I'm not going to lie. I really enjoyed that. I actually just uploaded a video of that with my wife. All right, we ready? Can you guys see this? Okay, nice. What's going on? Yo, what's good, director? How you doing today, partner? Oh, let's talk about the bank block. What's the bank block? What do you mean by that? Oh, I just read what Razor said. Hey, it happens, you know what I mean? The same transaction in a row, they block it. They see the same charge 3 times in a row for special fraud. I don't know if I'm just a banker. It's all good. It happens. You know, I had actually, there's a few viewers where that's happened. Trust me. You know, that's good. It's good that your bank blocks it, because then you might just spend infinite amounts of money on the channel. And you guys got to make sure you guys are taken care of first and foremost. You know what I mean? Mordhau? I don't know what that game is. We're going to play the beginner's guide. Please make sure audio's on. It is. But give me a second. Let me make sure that chat is. Chat's good. Okay, there we go. Should be good.
Is Davy Reedon. I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011.
Ooh. Okay.
We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named
They could,
Coda.
Razor, they could.
Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike.
I'm going to turn the volume down just a hair so you guys can still hear me.
You can walk around here, by the way.
Okay, nice.
And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment. But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator.
Hello?
It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this?
I don't know.
This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator.
Ooh.
I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is.
Yeah, let's figure that out.
And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So.
Dude, give me a second. The mouse sensitivity is way too high.
It's 2008.
That's perfect.
Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet. He just
good for him.
Makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, you know, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since.
Oh, that's
and
sad.
that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this.
Welcome
If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com.
Oh, nice.
Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
2008. Okay, wow. Wow, this is completely different than the last game. Whisper machine status active. Oh gosh, we have to evacuate. George, it's time to get out of here! We need to get out of here quick! Oh my gosh, Goofy is Goober with another one gifted sheesh! Sheesh! Yo, let's get some W's in here for Goofy's Goober. Yo, why does this remind me of the Modern Warfare 2 music? The game was made 10 years ago. I wonder if it used to replay to that emo. I wonder if he does or not. I have no more ammo. I need to reload. Reloading!
Security call breached.
Security! Give me a second. After this level, I got you, Goofy. I'll do another worm for you.
It kind of looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters
oh my
or
gosh,
enemies
golly,
somewhere.
partner.
But then clearly there are no enemies anywhere.
Sheesh, with Eli
you
the
can't even
goat.
reload the gun when you run out of bullets. But ultimately, we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are.
We're hitting gold today. Oh yeah, dude, W's. W's.
Enemy force neutralized.
Enemy forces neutralized! Just because the goofiest goober has come in here and destroyed everybody. Huzzah! Open sesame! Go, 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 go! For Goofy! You've been goobered!
Apparently,
Oh, it's a
the
maze.
space station has a labyrinth on it.
Quick, 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 quick!
Sure, I don't know.
Yo, what's
There's really no
good? How
reason
you
for it
doing,
that I've
German?
ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Oh, okay. Well, dang. That was super fun. Yeah, what is this? I'm playing a beginner's guide.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting. You guys just aren't listening. You're not paying attention. Chunk, German, George. Wait. Let's go. This game is def something. It is. It is. Yeah, let's go. Appreciate it, Goof.
At Georgia Rothwell 7211 became a member. At Georgia Rothwell 7211 celebrates 8 months of membership.
Sheesh. Yo, appreciate you, Goofy. Appreciate that, partner. It's called A Beginner's Guide. This was recommended by somebody in chat. Whew. Sheesh. My gosh, golly. Chunk, how you doing today, partner? Whew. All right, let's
The
continue.
game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Oh, yeah, W. George. Uh-huh. Thanks for the 8 months, partner.
Hey,
Ooh.
you there, in the engine room. You could
Hello?
save us all. That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If you...
Ooh.
Your
Uh-huh,
body would
7
stop
days.
the beam. It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it?
Chat, give me your energy, and I will Kamehameha this beam of light with my heat.
Would you give yourself?
Yes! Oh, I died.
Let me pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Uh-oh, there's a bug. We're all here to watch Beatman. It's every time. Yeah, that's awesome. Whoa. Whoa! I'm transcending! Huzzah!
The beam causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain.
Right?
He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Whoa, it's like we're going into like the fourth dimension. Oh, backrooms. The pass was behind
In this
her.
game, you can only walk backwards.
Whoa, wowza. Wait, can we walk in this corner? Whoa. Yo, what's good, Bloop? Favorite game of all time? Sheesh. Yo, Red Dead 2 is probably up there. Anything? Hello? What's good, Bloop? How you doing today, partner? Howdy, howdy. Yo, what's crazy is
So
that
it's
you've
a
not
short
gotten
and
one yet.
relatively minimalist
Surprisingly.
experiment combining motion and
It's odd.
narrative. It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Code is trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
Why does the future keep changing? Oh wow, that's neat. Gives like a different area. I wish I could. Yeah, I know. I wish to. They should allow it. They do that on Twitch. It becomes clearer when she stops and looks. Ah, I like that. Sheesh. But the future is always behind her. How will she find the strength? I don't know. What games did you start playing when you start streaming? Apex
Legends. It says what it
Legends.
wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that. Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
I'm sorry to hear that, Bloop. Yo, Razor, chill out. Yo, chill. I like literally used to play Apex Legends, Battlefield, all those games, you know? What is this? Scary game? No. This is called A Beginner's Guide. It's a narration game. That's a funny thing to say, Razor. You are now entering. What are we entering? Are we entering the shawportverse by Gosh Golly? I hope so.
And that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Oh my gosh, golly, Razor, chill.
Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games.
Oh my. Okay, interesting. Yo, this
I
is
wish
like me
I'd
as
known
a
him at the
content
time that
creator.
he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but
What are you gonna say, Nick? Say it. Say it, boy. Say it. Say it, boy. So basically, the gist of this, Wolf, is that, like, basically, this was like a creator who used to make video games back in 2008, and this was a friend of his documenting his process of video games. This is kind of neat. This reminds me of, like, Quentin, you know? Oh yeah, definitely. Whoa, we're slowing down. What's going on?
Once
Hello?
you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well,
I wanna
to
see
show
what's
you,
at
I'm
the end.
modifying the game here so that when you press enter,
I've
it'll
never played
bring you
Stanley
back up
Parable.
to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
I press enter. Hello? They don't look suspicious. Well, I mean, these were made back in, you know... these were made back in 2008. You know, that was after that. As a pair of floating eyes emitting footsteps noises. A key in one game unlocks a door in a completely separate game. A series of lavish manuals come with the game, giving you incorrect instructions on how to play. You are the queen, dusting your jewelry
nice
while the kingdom is destroyed.
And filled with little ideas for games.
You walk around talking to people from pursuing their hopes and dreams. The game is nothing
Coda
but
would
giant
often
blocks
tell
of
me
text
that he didn't
explaining what's
mind
happening.
If people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
I press you. Plays the camera filming as advertisement, walking around on set filming whatever you like. Sharks are trying to eat you simultaneously. Oh, interesting. Okay. So that was an interesting game. We're learning. I don't know what's going on, but we're learning. Hello? Yo, this is the back rooms before it came out. Shee. But yo, I'm glad y'all are here. I hope all y'all are giving love y'all best shot, as always. Yo, we're at the goal of 145 for members. Appreciate Goofiest in that kind regard. Yo, what's up? Hello. He does this thing where he likes to make holes in the ground, it seems, for floors. But this is also 2008, you know?
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
All right, I solved it. Maybe we need to go backwards into it? How about this? Next, I do too. What about this? What if we close it while we go inside of it? Huh. Okay, now I'm trapped. Wait, there's another one here.
Don't forget
that
that
opens one to
solution,
punch.
because we're going to see this puzzle again soon. We're gonna see
Yay! We got it. Actually, my cat trying to get a leaf from underneath the baseboard. She isn't. Hey, hopefully she succeeds in one way, shape, or form. Why are these three dots looking at me? What is this, a flock camera system? Okay. Yo, type 1 in chat if you guys have seen the new video on the channel. I'll wait. Ooh, awesome saw it. Did you like it? I'm waiting for Blue Same. Sheesh! Yo, appreciate that, Mr. Nick. Appreciate that so very much. Let's go. This is intense music. This is for my cat. Yo, appreciate that so much, partner. I can't believe that freaking Bloop didn't get one still. Sheesh. This is some good music, though. Sheesh! All right, let's get some dance party. Let's go. Let's get some W's. All-time high in the member goal. Let's go. I just knocked my light over. Uh-oh, that could have started a fire. Okay, I'm glad that didn't happen. Hey, you're all good, Blue. Don't worry about it. Sheesh. Yeah, what game, Razor? Tell me. Oh, the game stopped. Appreciate that so much, Mr. Nick. Legit. Oh yeah, 150 members. Let's go! So I'm gonna take a screenshot of it. Send it in Discord. Pretty please. Let me squeeze. Let me think. Wait. You had a game suggestion, but you but you forgot it, Razor. Hey, it happens. It happens. Yo, appreciate that so much, Mr. Nick. Legit. I was gonna make a new goal to where if we hit 200 members by the end of the 100 days, I'd go 200 days in a row. But I don't know if I'll do that. Is this the Pokeball cat house? Sheesh, it is. That thing is awesome. The cats love that thing. They love playing in that. All right, let's go. Let's move. Let's groove. The man who erased his name.
So
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
You walk down a corridor, you solve a puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. All right, now I'm going to modify the game again so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Okay. Enter. Whoa. Whoa, okay. So we want to go that way.
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world. Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not
Just like what he's saying, you guys just don't know what you're missing until you're missing it. You know what I mean? Like, maybe this was actually just a deeper meaning purpose.
not your role as a player.
George, you said that you just saw the merch since when? Bro, I've had the merch for a while, bro. This is actually a part of it. This is, by gosh golly, this is one of the colors. Then we also have, always give life your best shot. We also have a sticker right here. It says, by gosh golly. Sheesh, you know what I mean? You know, it's all good. Maybe I was just doing that to test you guys, to see if you guys were actually paying attention. And it seems like the only ones who were paying attention were Nick and Whitwolven. You know what I mean?
So if your role here is not to understand...
Exactly,
is it?
exactly. Yo, Razor, that's so random. What do you mean goths? Like, what do you mean? I have a wife.
Aha. So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
Interesting. Wife needs a VTuber-ish model? Nah, she'll be fine. She'll be fine. I could draw her something, you know? If you ever have the budget, you know, maybe I need to spend my money on YouTube towards an editor first. When will I play Big Walk? Sometime. This is like top games of all time. Hopestar, I've never played this game before, but I'm enjoying it so far. This is a good time. Welcome in. You're not going to be on the chat below, just so you know, because it's just YouTube chat. But welcome in on the Twitch side. Everybody who's on YouTube, let's get some howdies. Let's go. So that makes me a quarter goth or something. No, wait. Does it make you a quarter goth, or does it make you like half goth? Half goth.
Let's talk about video game development for a second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do.
Appreciate.
So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development.
George, I love how like those are live chats and not top chats.
Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has
Goofy says, I don't have it, but should I invest in premium? I'm in ad right now. Type yes in chat for Goofy. I think I'm going to pause it because I don't want you guys to miss the stream if you guys are in an ad. I think premium is worth it, to be honest. Personally, if you watch enough YouTube, I think it's worth it. Get a ad blocker. Now, Razor, if I was like 15 years old, I'd be like, yes. But since I'm trying to make a living off of YouTube, I would say no. Premium is just like a premium price that if you watch enough YouTube, if you're watching a couple hours of YouTube a day, then it's definitely worth it. But if you're not, if you're only watching a couple hours every so often, then no, it's not worth it. It really just depends on your situation and what you can financially afford. Now, see, that's what really sucks for YouTube, because I wish if you were a member that you guys would get no ads. But unfortunately, members get different ads. You get ads at different times, unfortunately. Hey, you're good, Racer. I'm just letting you know. Just letting you know that, like, you know, as somebody who's trying to make it in the YouTube sphere as a creative, and, you know, if people aren't actually, like, you know, as lovely like Mr. Nick or Whitwolven or anybody who's a member, or Goofy Scoober who are gifting or members, I don't really make any money unless it's off ads. So if you ad block, you're basically not really helping my channel. You know what I mean? That's the only downside of it. But if it's something that just helps you and your day, then I'd say go for it, you know? See, now here's why I like premium, because I actually have premium. Mr. Nick Legit, if you're here, I'd like you to chime in too, because I know you have it as well. I would recommend it because you also get to view YouTube on mobile without, like, you could basically have it open while you do other things, right? Yes, premium is worth more. So I do make more money off of premium viewers. We have a handful of people in the community who make more because they're premium viewers. Can I tell you how much? Not really. It tells me like how much generally I make from premium views versus normal ads. I get more from normal ads than I do just premium views. But I think that's just because we only have a couple people who are premium. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily know. But if I had to recommend it, I'd say it's worth it. I don't pay for any other subscription service. I don't pay for HBO Max. I don't pay for Paramount. I don't pay for Netflix. I don't pay for my Six Flags membership no more. You know what I mean? That was $6 a month. I do pay for Crunchyroll, and then I pay for YouTube Premium, but I have YouTube Premium for family. So Jennifer and I both have YouTube Premium because we watch a lot of YouTube. We learn a lot off of YouTube as well. So ads do hinder the amount of time that we spend on YouTube and learning. But, you know, it is up to the individual in terms of if it's actually worth it. I know some people swear that it's just a waste of money. So be it. If you're using the platform a lot, it's probably worth it, in my opinion. Exactly. I did the same thing. I canceled my Spotify Premium with my case with my wife. We canceled both our Spotifys, and now we just have YouTube Premium instead. I only have an ad blocker for Disney Plus. Sheesh. Buy allowed ads on your channel. Oh, I appreciate that, Razor. And hey, if you guys ever get ads, please please, I'm like, I'll be like, Queso, please let me know. Just type ad in the chat. I will stop what I'm doing and I will wait for you to get out of your ad. I promise you. I know that ruins experience for a lot of people, but I don't care because it does help support me. And then we can all just play the game or watch whatever's going on as like a big group versus just a smaller group. You know what I mean? So, hey, it's all good. You know, that happens. I was going to say, I think most streaming softwares have ads nowadays. Dude, even Crunchyroll has ads, even though we pay for it. It's crazy. If anyone pays for me, the girl, sister. Ooh, yo, that's so sick. Don't give away your goop and knowledge, Mr. Nick, you know, with the flock cameras in each corner of the internet. They might know what you're doing now.
Certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly.
Oh, we're back.
One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well.
What does that mean?
The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
That makes sense. But yeah, no, they do like ads on videos now, even though we pay for it. And not bumper ads, they just do like ads for other Crunchyroll content. It is what it is, though. We could skip it, you know? Ooh, there's a fork. Look how good that fork is. Sheesh, and some oysters. Yum, skrilly, yumptious. More, but I mainly use YouTube, mostly on my laptop because of my work and new schedule. I've been away from my desk more often. Hey, it's all good. Like, if you use mobile YouTube a lot, I would probably recommend Premium. That's where I feel like I've used Premium more, is not only just desktop, but on mobile, because mobile shoves a lot of ads in your throat. And if I'm switching between a lot of videos, I don't want to be disrupted by ads. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? But to each their own, you absolutely do not have to get it. I'm just saying that, like, my personal preference is that I like it, you know? Now, if I had to discern between if you could spend that $15 on my channel every month or YouTube, I would say my channel, but YouTube still takes 30% of it. And that's me saying that selfishly. But whatever works best for y'all. Interesting. All right, we're going to the basement. Whoa. Can I go over here? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh! What the heck? Yo, what's funny is that Twitch takes 50%, YouTube takes less than Twitch, and Stream Elements, not Stream Labs, Stream Elements takes like 1%. So Stream Elements is the best in theory. It's where the game really starts to get good. Ooh, I'm excited. I just almost fell to my death, but I didn't. You know what I mean? I've been yeah, I mean if it's worth it if you're on the actual platform long enough. No, I'm glad there's no fall damage. Yeah, Stream Elements. Yeah, Stream Elements is like 1%. Which is actually really good. But the thing is, we don't really get Stream Elements. But the thing is, think about it. People are on YouTube. They're not going to want to go to Stream Elements to go and, like, donate. You know what I mean? But I do appreciate whenever people do gift, donate, or help out in any shape or form. You know what I mean? Hi, bro. Whoa. This is neat. This is super neat. Look at that. That's like what my brain looks like on a daily basis. Sheesha Loisha. All right, let's go, Hopestar. They're going down the staircase, the spiral staircase. Okay. Well, this is neat. I like this. This is like... This reminds me of, like, Quake on the N64 for some reason. Anybody play that? Ooh, now I feel like cattle. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Run! Run, we're cattle in a prison. Is from what it seems. Whoa, okay. What the heck? What the helly? What the helly are? Yo, where's my boy Tony when we need him?
This prison,
oh, I'm trapped.
In Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Hey, but it's all good. You know, I'll be honest that like
This is something that he
what
and
the
I
hell
used to argue about a lot.
Helante?
Whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There was.
Interesting. But yeah, no, I see what you're saying, Mr. Nick. You know, if people want to do that, they can. You know, whenever JB and Mint were in here and they donated crazy mad lads amount of money during the subathon, you know, technically 30% was still taken away, but at the end of the day, it still helps me out regardless. You know what I mean? Even if YouTube takes 30%. I do appreciate the gifted members the most because it does help give back to the community for sure. Kind of digging this game's vibe, even though I'm confused. Hey, it's okay. You got to be confused sometimes in life to get through life. You know what I mean? Oh, you like that? That's glass. It's like transparent glass. Can we go underneath here? Is there a key or anything? Hello? Okay, no, there's nothing. I thought though. I thought like big time. I thought big time rush would be down there, but they weren't. All right, what the heck? Was this another CS:GO map? Oh, okay, this is the same design that the puzzle that we did last time. Yo, I'm a big walk master. I know how to get through this.
With the exact same solution as the last time.
Hey, but like sometimes isn't that just life, is getting lost?
There's still no clear
Finding your way?
indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
Lost in the goober sauce. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'll tell you what. Yo, look at this. This is a really good like thought. Someone thought like, hey, let's put a little skyscraper in so we can breathe some fresh air, you know what I mean? Sometimes people need fresh air, you know? Sometimes they need to touch grass. But air does the same effect, you know? Yo, what's up? Hello? Hello? What the heck? Oh, I'm getting heated up here. I'm way too old for goober sauce. Sheesh. You there.
Here,
did you
Coda
come
begins
from up
using a
above?
kind of dialogue
What was
system
there?
that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
Yes, there was a world stamped with whiteness. Yes, there was an enormous prison I spent hours in. Yes, there was these floating colored blocks. I kind of want to answer with 1. Juice is temporary, but the sauce is forever. You're right. That's the world above. You've been there. Yeah, I have. Now, this is important. Do you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? Yes, I did. That was literally the last thing I did before coming here. No, I don't remember having to go through any puzzle. I prefer not to tell you. After all, we've just only met. Ooh, I like the third option. We don't want to give it. We don't want to give away all the sauce. You know what? But you don't understand. We are trapped here. That puzzle is our only escape. We need to get through it. You think you want to get through, but trust me, you don't. Let me describe it for you. Let me tell you all about what is over there. All right, I will tell you how to solve it. I kind of want to go 1. You ever drink goof juice? No, never. Not once, not twice, not thrice. Oh no, but I do. We do. We need to get there. Do you understand? It is the most important thing in the world. We have to escape this prison. There must be an ending. Oh, I didn't read the last line. Dang. That's my favorite. Oh, I've never had gamer subs. Oh, interesting. They're kind of mad at me, I think. Yo, see you later. I was trying to type them. Well, it doesn't work, darn. Oh, wait, there's another room with them. What the heck? Hello, how did you get here? Was there a puzzle you had to pass through? Yes, do you want to know how to solve it? No, I've been right here this entire time. Might be one day, Goofy. Might be one day. No, I've been here right here this entire time. I suggest you go see the puzzle sometime. It's not meant to be solved, but you could sit in the black space in the middle. Oh, interesting. What happens if I solve it? Why would I sit in the black space? Who are you? Who are you? Just go hang out there in the blackness for a bit. You may not like it at first, but it'll grow on you eventually. Ooh, okay. Okay. You like the new emotes? Sheesh! Oh yeah, they're cooking. They're cooking. Whitwolven made the Korra with the gold ball. Doxonomy won the contest last week with the one with the open mouth.
Last descent.
I made the Korra with the cooking one. The pizza head was from Tony, and then the Howdy is from Bloop. Interesting. This is neat. Yo, what's up? Hello.
It's a lamppost. Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, you know, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
Interesting. That's neat. So the lamppost now is meaningful. What do you guys think? What do you think of the lamppost? For anybody who hasn't played the game. As you walk around, you can leave notes. What's good, Kyle? This is called a beginner's guide. This game was made back in 2009, which is probably why most of your Roblox games look the same. Ooh, nice. Chapter is my favorite. Okay, bet.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're going to see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played.
Yo, appreciate it, Goofy.
Was shortly
Let's
after
get some
I met
W's for
him
Goofy Scuba
at a
in chat.
weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person.
This
In
is like something I
retrospect,
would
I think
do.
I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention. I was over enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me.
Can you guys hear me?
And I cooled off eventually.
Hello. Reasonable.
Oh, feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing
Everyone
anything
read
for
this.
you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of
Hey,
them. Either way,
this place makes me
to
sad.
me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
Oh, interesting. That's deep. That's very sad.
But it's ironic, isn't it? That
Balls.
in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
Interesting. This is kind of like my content. If you guys have seen my content before on YouTube, it's almost the same. You know what I mean? Kind of like just leave a trail. We're running out of space. Soon we will suffocate. Cool cavern, bro. Interesting. They're all like so random. Whoa, this is a long one. What the heck? I just saw a flying penguin. Let me tell you, it was the most majestic thing I've ever seen. I don't feel like living because nothing will ever be majestic as that. I never want to see again if nothing will ever be the beautiful again. I'm crying now and plan on ripping my eyes out. I must go now to do that. Wow, that's deep. That's deep, y'all. That's super deep. What the S is this cavern? Sheesh, it's something. Boring. No, it's interesting. I can assure you, guaranteed, that there is an acorn somewhere here in this place, and sailors are looking for it. Well, I'm not that sailor just yet. Oh, I'm just looking for someone to talk with. I refuse to believe. But. We're a PG channel here. We don't try to curse. I need to go to the frickin' bathroom. Okay. Recognize me, please. There's nothing here. Go back. Don't listen to that guy. It's like contradictory. A free t-shirt. Ooh, I like free t-shirts. Someday I will meet the person who made this. Wait, but weren't you the one that made this? Need other side. Door wide. Okay. Makes game, includes door, cannot open door, thanks. Open sesame. Door, how open? Hey room, new room, new room. Do you hear the chimes? They keep you going, don't they? Kinda. I would like very much to be desired. Oh, interesting. It's not very crowded here. No, it's not. It's a very blank space. Scared of writing something? Don't want to feel judged. Well, but you're writing a lot. A game where you leave notes and suddenly everyone's a poet. And don't bother. You can go in here, I think. Welcome. Congratulations. I don't really know where to go with this. This is where I get off. I failed to write anything here. I am compelled. Stop, turn back. Proceeding further will only result in misery. Well, it's okay. Life is misery, you know? Take my hand. Let's jump together. Huh. Okay, well, that didn't work. I thought, though. I really did. I really did. Cabbage shapes our nation. Okay, what is that from the Avatar Last Airbender? Was that out at this time? What is that painting? I don't know. It's something different. It does not matter if you ever get over there. It does. It does. It just takes time. Very good game. It is. I enjoy it so far. Hey, don't talk about me that way, okay? I think I'm this. Wait, I think I'm this is not going anywhere. Okay. Next time I will do better. Rip poor cabbage guy. I know, right? Freaking shout out I am for being the cabbage connoisseur. I need someone to talk to. Yo, if you need someone to talk to, you should go and see someone professionally. This is a note. Don't listen to the other notes. I'm not safe. Interesting. Today I learned you cannot fall off. Ethical. Okay, that's dope. Stop faking it. Faking what? Painting. What does it mean? Well, it doesn't need to have a meaning, does it? Well done, all of you. Whoever made this has issues. I don't necessarily think so. Art. Hey guys, how's it going? Just hanging. Help. I am trying to speak. I think it's about how things look messy from up close and perfect from far away. Maybe. From up here, it just looks like dots. I mean, it looked like dots from a distance, too. Cabbage shapes our nation. Well, cabbage also helps shape our guts, too. Who are all of you? We're just people. I saw a person walking down there. Now it won't come back. Okay, interesting. That's creepy. If you're making a game and you saw a person. Devil Tower Star. It's about how the game is pretentious and you all suck. Okay. Stop pretending you are other people. Spoilers, it doesn't mean anything. Devil Tower Star. Okay, interesting. It was himself, the most horrible creature he could imagine. Maybe I'll feel real someday. Maybe. Well, I'm here now. Yep, we're all here now. What do you mean here? You were saying earlier that we're just one person. There must be a reason for it, though. His terrible secret, he kept it well. I beat the game. More room?
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again.
Don't want to feel judged.
I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
That's interesting. Very intriguing.
In each of his games,
Downward, keep digging.
after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
Yo, other explorer? No thanks.
And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
Interesting. Remember, they said to stay in the black room. That was enough. That was enough of there. Yeah, I have too many thoughts. We'll move on. What's that noise? Whoa, typewriters. What the heck? Are you there? Please say something. It can be anything. I just need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Why are you having so much difficulty talking? Speak, 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 speak. Okay,
this one is tough.
Title.
It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Okay, so leads over there. The light's a little seating area. Don't mind if I do. Is that like a secret area to go to? Nope. Nice little downtown picture. Downtown somewhere. Downtown Los Angeles. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, we're back here. Oh, okay. Of course we are.
See, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
What furniture ought to go in the center of the room? Let's put a giant hole in the ground. That's not a hole. It's a glass table. Okay, now what about along the wall of the room? Let's put a huge picture of a horse. I'd really like a washing machine. 10 stoves lined up on the wall. Let's do the 10 stoves. Okay, well that's not stoves, but okay, that's close enough. I think we should light up the room a bit. A skylight, a few ceiling window. Let's open this baby up. I'm thinking a 10 by 12 recessed electric 6-inch soft LED ceiling lights with fluorescent trim. We'll put live Tesla coils in each corner. Yeah, I think let's do a skylight. And a table. You need a table. Who are you? Where exactly are you doing this from? I'm pretty sure none of my choices are being making any differences. Tables are invented in 1935. Oh, I think number 2. Nice lamp. Whoa.
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
I like weird.
So, okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
I love lamp. Hello, please walk forward. This guy will enable you to escape any prison environment. Follow the instructions carefully. Take care that you remember each step. Okay. First, click on this table. Okay, good. Go over to the photo frame and click to turn it slightly. Okay. Okay, now turn the floor lamp in this room off, then turn it back on. Now go to the left side sofa, move it over a little. Okay. Finally, touch the shelves. That's it, a real prison. The escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. Huh. Okay. This is interesting. Very unique. Very abstract. Hey, we're back.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape. Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this, to see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop, that particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
The lamppost. It's like what is this, Doctor Who? Hello? Hello? Who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm from, the After You prison. Wait. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. You're me? So you're trapped in a prison too?
It's a conversation. And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
What's it like to escape? Actually, I'm already forgetting what being in a prison was like. It's strange, but in a way, I kind of miss being in a prison. It feels like completely still and wildly in motion at the same time. Do you feel any different? Sometimes I'm scared I'll get out and then things will be exactly the same as before. No, I'm really the same person now as I was back then. It actually does change. I don't feel like the same person at all. Oh good, that's so nice to hear. That makes me feel really happy. Age just kind of does that, you know? I'm still me, but I'm not somehow. It's hard to describe. Remember to enjoy being who you are right now. It won't last. Yo, what's good, Mimi? How you doing today, partner? Wait, if you're me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? No, I think I'm the first person to call back. Yes, I did get a call. That's how I escaped. I didn't get a call at all. Then can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can come find you. What do I have to do? To get out, all you have to do is be sincere. To get out, you need to tell me how you feel right now. To get out, just talk with me for a bit. Maybe be sincere? What? That will free me? How does that work? Listen, you can't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Just be sincere, it will make sense. I feel like just be sincere. Sincere about what? That's exactly what you need to figure out in order to escape. Ooh. Interesting.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
True. True but sad.
So what would it
Isn't it?
look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Getting more immersive.
To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the two doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Uh-oh. Clean. Uh-oh. It's Mr. Clean. This one is a fan favorite. Oh, okay, but well, my goodness. I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. I thought I might be having to clean this entire house up by myself, and right miserable that would have been. Everyone knows lonesome
You'll
hands
notice
make
that the
lousy
quality
homes.
of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Are we cleaning this place, this whole place? That's the story, little one. Don't you worry now. We'll be through this mess in no time. I promise you'll wish there was more. Why don't I finish up here? In the meantime, could you please clear the table? Okay. Yeah, you need to clean up your bookcase and all that. And clean your bed. Sheesh. Alright, let's help with the table. Alright, much nicer. That's the table I want to see. Now, would you please run into the bedroom and make the bed? Ooh, okay, sure. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. While you're in there, why don't you straighten out the rug a bit? All the little details matter. There we go. Nice. Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? How'd you end up doing this job? It's been a long time since I've seen a house this messy. This line of work, you let go of those judgments pretty fast. May not be your parent apartment, but something in your life needs straightening up. You think you've got nothing that needs cleaning? Be careful, because that means it's everything. At any rate, my place is just to see a bit of peace brought here. Speaking of which, the pillows on this couch are a wreck. Would you come out and straighten them up? Yeah, absolutely. Oh dear, looks like someone spilled a drink over by the couch. Maybe mop that up. as long as you're over there. I got it. I didn't mop it up. I used some like Kleenexes. I feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy little personal insight. You okay with that? I'll do one. Make it especially cheesy. I like cheese pizza. No. No, it was stupid. Sorry. Never mind. No, nothing you have to say is stupid. Hey, these dishes need to be washed. Why don't you come do that? Okay. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Last I checked, the tub needed a cleaning. How about you scrub it down the best you can? No need to be perfect. We're all just human. That's true, but look at this. Look how clean it is. Spotless, some may say. If so, would you put them back on the shelf? Oh. Nice. There we go. Perfect. Are there still books scattered on the floor in the bedroom? If so, would you mind putting them back on the shelf?
After the intense set of prison games,
now then, how about you come and clear these dishes off the table?
Cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Are all these houses this easy to clean? Darling, let me tell you something. In your lifetime, you're going to clean a lot of houses, and among all of those, a few of them will stick out as truly wonderful, beautiful experiences, and none of them will be the ones that were easy. Just something to think about while you smooth out the rug in the bedroom.
Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was, like, grossly happy. All the time. Just
looks like the tub has gotten rather dirty.
Constant smile on his face.
Would you mind tidying it up for a bit? Alright, got you. Have to immediately dip, but wanted to pop in and say howdy. Sheesh! Hey, all good, sir. Hope you have a good one. Earlier when I said I had a really cheesy thought, I was going to say it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one's soul. You take care of it, it takes care of you, huh? Don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. I get it. That's a weird thing to say to someone you just met. Yeah, you're right. That's pretty cheesy. But there's a bit of a truth in it, no? Anyway, so housekeeping. Housekeeping? Housekeeping? Let's keep doing this. Books. Would you please clean up the books? Thanks. Oh goodness, those pillows over by the couch are a real mess.
I'm glad you made this.
Go over and straighten them up a bit. Can't have these folks coming up to a messy couch. Question.
But, of
Do you
course,
enjoy this?
It can't last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
Intriguing. This is way deeper than I thought it would be. Holy guacamole. And the lamppost, we made it. Sheesh.
Which
All right,
is
what
the
do you guys
whole
think
point
so
of
far
the
of
puzzle
it?
doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
September 2009.
This one
Did
gets
this
a
just
bit
get
goofy.
dark? It feels like it. That was a good one. I like that one. Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No. You came here to become perfect. Yeah, you got that right. This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is better human being than I am. Wow, that's okay. Right now, who do you think about who do you think about that way in your own life? Who do you know is so well developed as a person that they make you feel disgusted with yourself, compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful? I intend to make you into that person. Perfection is within your grasp. And the question is not how do we do it, but how do we do it effortlessly? This is easy.
About halfway
it is
through
so
the
easy.
game, the
It is so
perspective
easy.
shifts.
Being perfect is effortless.
and you play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Do you hear me now? I'm gonna say 1 on this one. This is the key. How do I achieve it with no effort? Well, let me tell you right now, it isn't effortless, then it's not the right answer. I still love you, it's just that you make me feel cold on the inside. Being alone must be awful. Huh. If you're torturing yourself trying to find the right solutions for your life, you're not doing it right. Drinking is not hurting my life. Thank goodness all of you perceive me as being wise and intelligent. Let's do 3, I guess. It's kind of what the game wants me to do. Do you understand that you won't be happy until you love me? This is for you. Seek out only one thing. What is the easiest, simplest path forward? Ew, I'm developing a cyst. Gross. Ha 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 ha, just kidding. Anyone want to do some ecstasy after this? There's no truth. There's no path. It's kind of like a doomer mindset, you know? Oh, let's stay on the desk. What if I'm not a good teacher? Do what is easiest. Do what is simplest. Feel what is true. Holy poop. You guys, something is coming out of the back of the room. Look, I like that one. Nothing. No one. It's coming for you. It's going to destroy you. Everyone run. Nothing. No one.
I felt pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these days.
That's a neat one. Oh, we're 2010 now. Things are progressing.
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Okay, we're going on the stage. Yo, what's up? Hello! Alright, the performance is beginning. Places. Okay. Alright, I'm ready. In this scene, you'll be playing as me. Okay, perfect. We are at a gathering of professionals. Okay, hello. First, you'll start out leaning against this wall, okay? Good, stay right there. Oh my gosh golly. I'm such a professional. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something. Hello. Hello there. Hello, that's it? That's not a conversation. You need to actually converse with her. Be a human. Do it again. Okay. I'm super scared right now. I like you. Here are all my hopes and dreams. I'm super scared right now. That seems to be the most real. No. That's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need to better feel the setting. There were a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Now talk to her again. Sheesh. You must have worked really hard to get where you are. I'll bet you've learned to lean into the pain. What are some sacrifices you've had to make? I think number 1's good. You're messing it up all again. You'll freak her out if the conversation gets this personal that quickly. Do you not realize how important this was for me? Oh, interesting. I want to try something. Oh, I want to make some music. Lamppost, okay. And then like a liminal space. Oh. Okay, well, I guess I did that wrong. Interesting. Or maybe I just did it maybe how it intended, but in my mind I'm perceiving it as wrong. Hello. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I need to go this way? Maybe that's the whole idea, is just like to start moving this way. Oh, okay. Okay, yes. Now this is working.
The game ends with this eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looks to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer.
Interesting, okay.
But what can you do?
Deeper meaning.
After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Mobius Trip. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. Wait, what? Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes already. My eyes are closed. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just running around jumping. Whoa, did something happen?
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
Someone get help. Help, I'm blind. Where did I fall off to? That was interesting. So wait, there's a way to solve this. I need to figure it out. There's a door over here. It's truth. The only way to stop it is to speak something that is honest. I'm bursting with creative energy. Wait, but I was bursting with creative energy. What do you mean? What in the heckin'? What in the heli? My work is always fun. Wait, what? Okay. I'm always choosing the wrong truth. The SS Whisper. Yo, what's good, Cherry? How you doing today, partner?
All right, let me explain how you're supposed to do this. On either side of the room are elevators, which go up to an upper level. You have to go up, walk over to the person who's standing there, and then select dialogue option number 2.
I can't keep making these interesting.
Like I
It's
said, I was
straining
getting
me.
concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot
Yo,
more
what's good,
distant
Booba
than
Claw?
usual. Like,
Yo,
you know how
you won
sometimes a
the
person
skeletal
will just
scrimmage, right?
deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time. It was that kind of thing.
Jeez,
Here
let's get
was the
some
point
howdies
in my
in here for
relationship
Cherry
with
and Big
Coda where I
Booba
really
Claw.
started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
I feel like I'm alone. We're going to be okay. Howdy, howdy.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Hello? Yo, City Star, how you doing? Welcome in.
Howdy, new feller. I tell you what, you must be giving life your best shot.
Yeah, I won the scrimmage. Sheesh, yo, W's. Good stuff, Boom Clop. I thought I saw your name on that final leaderboard for the winner. Where did this island come from? How do I get out of here? Hello, is anyone there? Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I've talked to anyone. What game is this? This game is called A Beginner's Guide. What's wrong? You look lost. I'm completely out of ideas. When I try to create, I feel empty. I have nothing left to give to my work. I completely feel out of ideas. Sheesh, that sounds like a good time, Cherry. Oh no, what's happened? Did something change? There was a machine that kept me going and it stopped. I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me to start it again. Huh. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far. But I'm broken out. Yo, you're good, City. Don't worry about it, partner. Appreciate you stopping by. Oh yeah, he's coming time and time again. Hope he's doing well. You have to take me to it. I need to see it to know why it stopped. Yeah, take me what? This music's kind of interesting, isn't it? It's subliminal, almost.
If
I
the
could take you
last
to
game
it,
featured
but there's a
Coda
problem.
talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11. Now, put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
Yes, agreed, Mr. Nick Legit. Just being here, commenting, chatting, even liking the stream if you can, helps out, you know what I mean? Alright, I said, if you can help me solve the puzzle, we'll find the machine. Deal? Deal. Perfect.
'Cause
Come along, I'll
From
show
my
you,
perspective
show it
at
to
the
you.
time and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
First you have to close the door, first you have to open the door, first you press the switch on the inside. I feel like it's first you have to open the door. Okay, now what? Now you have to close the first door. Now you have to open the first door. Now you have to press the switch on the inside. Now you have to close the first door. That's not too bad. I remember this like clockwork. Well, it's not dark anymore. It's light in here. All right, what's next? Now you have to press the switch here. Aha! Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
You can't talk yourself out of loneliness.
I can't believe I never solved it before.
It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
Sounds like someone's crying. Aw. There's no machine here. Trust me, you'll see. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say that game development is simple and joyous and that you love it 100% of the time. Alright, sure. Making games is effortless. But it wasn't true. Why did the walls just crumble? Why did I feel so awful when I said that? Don't worry about it. Just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. Well, but it's not. When I make games, I feel completely energized. I'm constantly excited and enthusiastic about my work. It is easy. It never stops being easy. Okay.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering.
Interesting. Every time I make something, I feel better about myself.
This is someone
Perfect.
I really cared
That feels
about.
fantastic.
And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me.
None of this is helping. Patience, you have to trust me. I promise this will work. Please continue. Pain breezes effortlessly off me. Any sacrifices made for my work are worth it 100% of the time. It always pays off eventually. Okay, I'll say 3. That's how I feel. It always pays off eventually. Yes. More. Keep going.
I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it.
There's no shame, no
I
fear,
wanted
no
it
guilt.
to
I will
stop
be saved
more
by my
than
work.
anything.
I believe this.
I never felt
Unfortunately,
so
I am
lost.
vessel for
I just,
Sheesh.
I needed more than I had ever needed anything for
Appreciate
this
the sub.
to
It's jungle.
stop.
Great night, everyone. Hey, it's all good, Whitwolven. I hope you get some good sleep tonight, all right? Appreciate you stopping by, as always. I hope you give life your best shot. All right, maybe number 3? Oh, we broke the wall down. Incredible. Look, we did it. We broke it down with our own words. Oh, it's the prison that they were stuck in initially, that they kept making stuff on. Oh, interesting.
But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
It gets longer every single time. But they all connect. The machine. Ah, the god. Why did I feel like this was gonna be like the Naruto Shippuden? You know what I mean? Like, pain. You don't know pain. Man, I'm glad to see you arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I tend to be quiet. Very good. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing that you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. Okay, that's the name of the creator who made these games. Yo, what's up? Hello. Yo, what's up? Hello. All right, fine. I'll take your question. Okay. Will we get... Okay, what will be done with the machine? I don't know. Is it actually a machine? I'm not sure. Will it be punished? I'm not sure. What is this freaking Attack on Titan? Sheisha, Louisha. What the... It's the machine, y'all.
And of course, it's the machine.
You stopped. Wait, I'm supposed to stop, I think. saying. Look at this machine. Look at it. It's looking good. I think. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it's a little rusty. Maybe it needs some WD-40. Hello, I was called in to be the mechanic on this machine to fix it up. You stopped. Oh, okay. I had to press it. Okay. You stopped feeding us. Your work was keeping us alive. Your work was keeping us healthy. Okay? Your work was keeping us healthy. Have turned into hunger. Uh-oh, it's time to feed them. It's time for some din-din. There's people out there. Can you imagine what pain you put them through? It was only because of your creations that any of us could make it through every day. How could we possibly go back to trusting you to do this job? I'm gonna go with number 2 here. So here's what needs to happen. You need to go to the people who are out there and apologize to them. You have to admit to the people that you allowed them to suffer. I've been so alone. Maybe number 2? Ooh, let's do this one. I have seen the thing you fear. Pain. Oh. Alright then, I will speak to them for you. Okay, this machine was kind of useless, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, what's up? Hello? My followers, my friends. My friends! Hello? It falls on me to deliver bad news. I have a troubling revelation. It falls on me to deliver bad news. The machine will not apologize to us. The machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. The machine will not apologize to us. You hear? I'll tell you what. Oh, the song is from the Naruto when you say pain. That's what I think. That's what I'm singing in my head. But this is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. We will find a way to live without it. We need to not... Wait. We do not need its games. Maybe number 2? Let us pay it retribution. Let us show it that we are not failures. Let's show that we're not failures. By gosh golly, I tell you what. Follow me. We will destroy the machine. Follow me. We will destroy everything that the machine has created. Maybe everything the machine has created. Try that out. I'm coming back, mother trucker. Oh, we're back at the stage. Oh. We have a gun. Okay. All right. Okay, this is starting to get a little too realistic, if you ask me. Yo, Gaster, what's good?
Remember, you can click to fire the gun.
Whoa, this is actually kind of trippy. Gaster, you came in at the perfect time. Oh my god, the beginner's got a... Yeah. Oh yeah, this is a good one. I'm liking this one. Okay,
so now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation.
We'll destroy it all.
So, as I'm thinking this,
we'll destroy it all!
I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back
I feel like
into
you'd
his
have
work?
to ask him first. You know, like just taking his work and then just showing it online or showing it to other people, that is consent, I think is kind of wrong, right? In my opinion. Whoa!
So I started showing Coda's work to people.
Oh,
I took
gosh,
this one,
golly.
and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all is just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Oh, it's a door. Oh, it's a door that broke open the space station. Interesting. It, like, all connects. Interesting. Put down your weapon. Oh, sorry. This is a banana, not a weapon.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves
But see, nowadays
purely
everybody
in my
says
work,
everything just sucks.
there's nothing that feels better.
You know?
And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something, I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy, so beautifully, beautifully happy.
But see, like, I feel like that's kind of selfish. Like, does Coda know about you sharing all of his games? You know?
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower. And to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made.
Aw.
So let's take a look.
Yo, shout out to Coda. Hopefully Coda's doing good. Hopefully he's good in the hood, you know? Yeah, this is definitely a unique game. Definitely good recommendation. I forgot who recommended this to me. I think it may have been Jokru, to be honest. Maybe not. Somebody else might
This is
have.
where I have trouble saying anything
recommended
meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
Sheesh. Oh, interesting. Okay, that would make a lot of sense. Yeah,
This
I think
room
he was the one to
actually has a
recommend
maze
it.
in it.
Interesting.
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played, it actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I would love to try it, but like, not with all that flashing, you know what I mean? I should know a lot of this game is up to your own interpretation. Well, it's like almost like these invisible boundaries that he's creating, like this invisible maze is like a maze that he's created for himself. Almost like he can't climb the tower, continue his own creativity.
And to be
You know?
fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze? The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't.
Yeah, the game's good so far. I like
still
it.
don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
I would have not guessed that at all. I think I was like way off. Hey, I got the 5 right. I got the 5 right. I got the 1 right. Yo! I got at least 2 things right. You know? Imagine I get it right on the first try. That would be crazy. Coda would be happy with me. Oh, darn it. The like noise sounds like it's from like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 where like a nuke is going off. That's what it feels like. But the game's good. Yeah, I agree. I do like it so far.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem.
But maybe that's how Coda feels.
I can open this door for you, so let me do that.
So maybe Coda feels like he's a failure and then he can't fix his own problems, so he wants to create a loop of a game that someone else will equally struggle as much as he does whilst he's in the process of making these games, you know? Actually, what do I love that so much. That is crazy he put this over here.
Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why.
Music's pretty good in this too.
It's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time. And as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person.
2011, I was in 8th grade.
I have no idea who this person is.
Isn't that crazy?
It wasn't the guy I knew. It wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them...
It's
I had been
jump
trying
down there,
to, though. That was the thing. For years, I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for.
That's not letting me jump down.
I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't.
Oh yeah, true. I did see the 3 dots multiple times. Whoa, look at this. A lot of time must have gone into like the design of this level. Excuse me. Very unique.
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me.
Well, that's kind of selfish, isn't it?
But he stopped and left. And it felt somehow like I had failed.
Oh, come on, Cody. You couldn't just... come on, I wish I could jump through that. Sheesh. All this coding, all this time, and you didn't let me jump through a freaking rectangle? Come on. Maybe from the other side? Oh, darn it. L game. It's a 1 out of 10 now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. Oh, sheesh.
Where did I screw up?
Dear Davey, thank you for your interest in my games. I need to ask you not to speak to me
I'm the
anymore.
reason that you stopped making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did. I
'Cause he
poisoned
starts
it for you.
he starts sharing his games to people. Sheesh, yo, what's good, Tony? Hope you have a good day, man. That's crazy. Okay, so interesting. So Coda didn't like Davey sharing his games. Interesting.
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
Yeah, I've never seen the Stanley Parable. No spoilers. Huh. You've so infected my
the
personal
people who
space that it's
played
possible
them,
I did begin to plan
they treated
solutions in
me
my
like
work
I
somewhere
was
hidden
important.
between games.
They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
See, this is what I was saying earlier. Like, you have to ask them to see if they're okay with you sharing their games with other people. You know what I mean? Interesting. Stop adding lampposts to them? Interesting. So, like, Davey's the one that added the lamppost? Interesting.
And then you stopped. And I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
Interesting. It's like he wanted his creations to be what they are and like have his own, like just make what he wants to make. But then his friend's input, Davey, / like him showing the game was what led to like the games becoming less than what Coda wanted them to be. That's interesting. That's super interesting. I feel that way in a type of way. When I'm around you, I feel physically ill. Oh, I feel bad about that. It's so sad. You desperately need something and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. Oh. Struggling to come up with the new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. True. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than me. Interesting. So it's like the way Davey kind of paints the story is that like Coda's the one having a hard time, even though maybe Davey's the one. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine. You're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks and that you make peace with this thing you are wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
And when you finally see what I'm talking about, don't say anything. What do you mean don't say anything? I guess that's the one thing that like I don't really...
That's why I'm
get.
releasing this collection of your work. Is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please. I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me?
Yes,
Because
absolutely.
I know that I did an awful
Davey's
thing.
in the wrong.
And I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work. But I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again. Like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He did. He
Please
did tell you what he wanted. He wanted
start
you to leave him
making
alone.
games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how
Now,
not to
wait,
hate
is this,
myself.
like,
Please.
Bipolar or like
I'm fading.
split person disability?
And all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Is this like, is Davey just another persona of Coda? That's kind of what it feels like. You know, because it's like the way he started talking there was kind of how like a lot of the professors in the text was later in the game. You know what I mean? Oh, this is a court? He's getting sued. But dang, feels bad for Coda going through this, or having a friend that like is selfish enough to force his own ideals on him to make him create things that aren't necessarily in line with what he wants to make.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
Guys like Davy Jones, he's gonna be buried under the sea for a very, very long time that no one wants to see. Don't mind if I do.
Solution.
Whoa, that's a nice little transport.
I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed.
I mean, that's like the wrong things that
Maybe
you should have
just likes
talked to
making
him.
prisons.
You shouldn't have like assumed, you know? But isn't this the life
Even
of a
now,
creative?
the disease is telling me
People
to
always
stop.
want more.
Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
Igora. I mean, this is good for Davey in terms of like showcasing this like side of him and maybe teaching a lesson towards like this creative process and people wanting more than what they're able to give, you know? Interesting. Are we under the sea? OT.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem, Davey. And you're pushing that personal problem onto Coda. Wow. You know? Or at least from like what I've perceived thus far in the story.
What now? I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for. And so I'm just gonna... Okay.
Okay, are we back at the original map? The CS map? The Counter-Strike map? Looks like it. It's like we're kind of going backwards now. I have to walk through these arches just because it's the protocol. You guys know the deal here, you know what I mean? I mean, but like, you gotta perceive it in this way, Davey. Somebody spent the time to make this, you know, so it must be special to them. I guess we go down. We gotta start screaming timber. Yo! Yo, Mimi, you have a good night. Appreciate you stopping by. As always, give life your best shot. Thanks for stopping by, partner. It's mine. Oh, wait. It's the... Okay, it's Google being weird with Translate. You said, see ya, Mimi. Even though Google Translate's like, nah. Nah. Interesting. Oh, it's the original beam. Where it, like, made you just float up into the darkness. And that was one of Coda's favorite parts, is because he got to show, like, how little you feel in such a vast space. All right, on 3, chat. 1, 2, 3. Hiya! Beam me up. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. It's a puzzle. Okay, why does this look like a brain? This looks like a brain. Solving the maze. Give me a second. Okay, so you go right, down, right, up, right, down, left, down, right, up, right, down, right, up, right, down. Nope, doesn't work. Okay, go back, left, down, right, down, up, right, down. Okay, I'm like all the way over here at this point. Dang, this is interesting. Interesting. Was that the ending? That felt like an ending.
Turn back.
Oh, for R. Okay, this is probably copyright music, guys. GG's to the stream. All ad revenue is gone. It's all gone. GG's in chat. It's gone. We're not making any ad revenue. Oh, good. This project would have not been possible without the following individuals. Sheesh. Matthew Briett, Ryan Roth, Helena Herron, Richard Flanagan, and the rest I wasn't able to mention. Turn Back. Written by Helena Herron. Performed by Helena Herron and Ryan Roth. And Miles and Miles.
And you're so tired.
He's the one who added the lamppost, and he was been able looking too deeply into the game. See, that's so it wasn't kind of like a split, almost like a split personality, but Coda never existed. It was just a part of him. And we don't know what Coda's supposed to represent. It could be Davey's mind. It could be Davey's passion for games. We really don't know. Interesting. I mean, I like it. It's like, makes me think that, like, there's a part of, like, maybe Coda was the idea of him not wanting to share this part of himself with people. And then when Davey started sharing that part of himself with others for, like, confirmation that it was good, his games started becoming more bleak because he didn't need to be told that his games needed to be good. They could just be games that he himself enjoyed or wanted to make. didn't matter if they were good, bad, left, or right. That was interesting. You really shouldn't look too deep into it, and you don't make your own assumptions and call it as a fact. It could be a lot less deep than you think. Interesting. You can play the games without Davey if you want to experience them without his edits. Wait, really? So, like, if you wanted to go back through and play the game without Davey and, like, his narration, you could play it without Davey? That's interesting, Hopestar. Yeah, I guess the way that I would interpret it would just be that at a certain point, his games were like a part of like what he was going through. And when he started sharing those games with others, it started to like show how depressed he was, and that maybe he needed to work on those things versus working on games, maybe. But, you know, who knows? And those games were likely not made at the times he said he made them for the experience. Ah, okay. So, like, this was just, like, interesting. So, this is all fake. That's why it's fiction. Interesting. I mean, it was good. Good nonetheless. It was definitely, like, a trip in my favorite rocket ship. We were shooting through the stars at the end, especially. It definitely makes you think a lot. I mean, it makes me think about, like, my own creative journey and, like, how many people I maybe pushed, like Davey pushing Coda, or vice versa. People who want to push me in the exact opposite fashion of, like, trying to show my work to people, even though I just want to do my own work for myself. But I do think there's, like, a lot of good truth in this where, like, you should, you know, especially if you're depressed or going through something, talk to people, you know, not just, like, isolate yourself in whatever you're doing, because it might not lead to the best solution. You know, he mentioned at one point where a lot of the solutions when you're alone or depressed, you can't talk to yourself or talk yourself through being alone, depressed through your, like, solutions. Which I think is, like, true, but not true. If you have the correct resources and knowledge from going through certain things, you can get through it yourself. But if you don't have the proper tools or knowledge, then yes, you might be stuck and you might need somebody to help you get through those. You know, like finding a counselor or a person to talk to, a loved one, whatever it may be. But overall, it was good. I thought that was a really good one. Through and through. I'd say, like, W game. If I had to rate it 1 out of 10, I've been rating a lot of things on the higher end of the scale recently. I'd say I'd rate this at, like, maybe an 8 out of 10. I don't like going, like, I only like going 0.5 if I was going to go, like, halfway in the section. I don't go, like, 7.1 or 8.1. I think I'd say an 8. An 8 out of 10 is definitely really, like, a good rating in my opinion, because, like, it keeps a lot of the inquiries up to the person playing it, the audience. You have to have, like, your own perception and interpretations of what's actually going on, which makes it a little more unique. There's not a lot of predictability to it. Then there's also not a lot of mechanics in it, which I'm a big gameplay mechanic connoisseur. So that made it very unique, because I've never really played, like, narrative-driven games. And I definitely enjoyed it. It was good. Very, very good. You know, not bad. I would probably rate this higher than The Last of Us Part 2, but I wouldn't rate it higher than The Last of Us Part 1 or Red Dead Redemption 2. Because the depth of those games, I think, is way deeper. Versus this definitely leaves you in a, like, okay, well, how or why do certain things happen, which is a good mindset to have. But I do think having that, like, outside perception for a game is great, but not everybody's going to have that same perception or feelings. Versus, like, Red Dead 2 or Last of Us, right, for an example, would give you, this is what happens, here's how you have to deal with it. Or not here's how you have to deal with it, you now deal with the aftermath of just learning what happens. Versus this is just like, here's what's going on, you interpret everything from there. Firewatch. I've never played Firewatch, but I've heard it's a really good game. Never played it, though. Definitely need to get it on the list. And I've never played the Stanley Parable either, but I definitely think that'll be a really neat one to do. But yo, W's game, if anybody's interested in playing the beginner's guide, it is currently on sale in the Steam store. So if you guys want to cop a copy of the beginner's guide, I think it's only $5 right now, which is not bad. Not too bad. For the playthrough, I think it's definitely worth $5 for sure. You haven't played the Stanley Parable? No, I haven't. I haven't played a lot of games. We're in my gaming arc right now, Gaster. We're getting through it. We're getting through different games each and every day. I'm trying to go through as many Game of the Year selections as I possibly can. So that's why we've done The Last of Us. That's why we've done Elden Ring. That's why we've done Red Dead Redemption 2. We've done Red Dead Redemption 1. We've done Detroit Becomes Human recently. That was really good. I did Five Nights at Freddy's. I liked it, but I didn't like how there was a lot of flashing. It really made me like sick, actually, for some reason. Escape the Backrooms was really good. Claire Obscure Expedition 33 was really good. We played an indie game called Inferus. A studio reached out to me to play that. That was pretty neat. We played a lot of the Fears of Fathoms. We've not played any of the new that we haven't played the newest co-op Fears of Fathom, but I should be able to play that one in the next month or so, maybe with my wife, and that should be a fun one. Check out Deltarune. Ooh, I've never played it, but I know that I have one of the songs from Deltarune in my playlist. I really like the soundtrack for the game. It was really neat. But y'all, that was it for me today. Oh, hey. Kind of a shorter stream, but hey, that's fine. I have been streaming for 87 days in a row, and I just can't be streaming super long each and every day. I need to spend time on long-form content, short-form content, and just taking care of myself because that's what's most important. I've never played Undertale either. Might have to potentially play that at some point in time too. But I will say this. I uploaded a new video today. There's 10 new shorts that have been released to the YouTube throughout today. So if you guys want to go check out those, go mosey on over to my shorts page. They're all from the Big Walk date that I did with my wife. Super fun time. I'll be back tomorrow for day 88, 12 days left. It'll be earlier in the morning because I have plans later in the afternoon, just so you folks know. If you guys have not joined Discord, go into the description below. You can click the Discord link and join. You do have to have a verified phone number just so we don't have a lot of trolls. I wanted to say thank you for everybody who's tuned in today. Gaster, Mr. Nick Legit, I know Mimi left, Awesome, Whitwolven, Tony, Sir, who was here earlier, Hope Star. Appreciate all y'all so very, very much. I'll be back tomorrow. I will be back tomorrow. Oh yeah, I've heard Outer Wilds is good too. I haven't played that either. So, and Goofiest Goober, yes, and Wolf, who's here earlier. Anybody who I haven't mentioned, I just want to say thank you so very much for tuning in. Even if it's not live, but it's post, you guys are making me get that much closer to my dream each and every day of becoming a full-time live streamer. And I want to say thank you guys so very much for the support. Even if it's morning, afternoon, or evening for you guys, wherever you guys are at in the world, I just only hope the best for you, your friends, and your family. And as always, I hope y'all give life your best shot. I'll see you guys in the next one. See y'all. Bye-bye.